Thank you very much for joining me on this Monday. Meteorologist Brian Shields thinking of those, of course, dealing with some of the historic floods back through the Dominican Republic especially. Had some heavier rain parts of Puerto Rico, watching that. In two areas that I'm watching in the tropics, one in the Caribbean that may develop further. I want to get into this. This one is way out here. You see this front here? There may be a little spin off from it, and that will approach the Azores. Maybe not tropical in nature, but there could be some sort of subtropical system out there. But that one, again, in the central Atlantic. It's this area south of Jamaica that I'm watching. No signs that something is going to flare up in a huge way and head right toward Jamaica. So that's some good news. I like to pass along the good news. Now, Jamaica, of course, I'm watching this for us as we go forward to see if anything changes. But you see this flare-up of rain and storms in yesterday's video. I was talking about that by Colombia. It's this area here that'll gradually move toward Honduras and Nicaragua. And I'll keep an eye on Belize down the road and Costa Rica. Now, the big-time global models, the European, the GFS, the big tropical models are just starting to get started on this system. Overall, a lot of the modeling showing this kind of pulling off toward the west. Most of the models are not showing much in the way of development, and here's why. And I want to show it to you in a second what I'm seeing with this. Now, here's a map I don't often show. It shows where there is dry air, and where you see this red or orange shading, that's really dry air in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, so above our heads. So there's a ton of dry air around, and that's going to prevent this from developing quickly, if at all. You see the blob here, dry air back through Jamaica, over toward Honduras, some more back behind it. So again, the environment is not super conducive for rapid strengthening or a lot of organization, and that is good news there to pass along. But again, it's close to home, so I'm watching it. Shifting over here are the Cayman Islands, my friends in Cuba, Turks and Caicos, southeastern Bahamas, Jamaica, Haiti, the Dominican Republic. Now, today in the DR, we could have a few showers still filtering in. Some moving into Puerto Rico. As expected, that rain chance is higher. We will get areas of flooding in Puerto Rico today. We'll have some issues, of course, with the power grid. I'm going to be watching that. Keep me posted in the comments, and everyone in the comments on what you got going on throughout the day in Puerto Rico, so we could all kind of get a good feel of what you're dealing with. You see the rain and storms, just what I was showing you yesterday, the tail end of this system that rolled through the DR, the heavier rain that went up toward Bermuda. See the tail end right here, seeing that moving through Puerto Rico. Spotty showers, Eastern Caribbean. Trinidad and Tobago will get some every now and then through Guyana and Suriname. But you see over here, south of Jamaica, some rain around by tomorrow, but not a huge area of development out of this. And I want to expand out the picture, include the U.S. in just a second, talk about what's going on in the Gulf of Mexico. By the time we get into Wednesday, still no signs of development. This here is the American model, showing the same thing on the European model. So they're the same. There's no differences. So I'm not going to show you the same thing twice. But you see by the time we get into Thursday, by Jamaica, a little flare-up of some rain. So we'll see if anything does try to develop in here. But Thursday, even if this system just kind of moves toward Nicaragua, Honduras, back end of it would bring us more showers, Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. But Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, keeping a very close eye on this. But let me expand out as well. So watching this area here, to see if there's going to be any development. Here's the rain that went by Bermuda. And in this area, something could spin up in the central Atlantic. I'll monitor that for the Azores. And then this here, a big front moving by the United States. That's going to clip by the eastern seaboard of the U.S. by late tomorrow. Even some snow mixing in over toward Quebec, over toward Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island. Could see a mix, some rain, some snow, or just kind of that cold rain. That front moves away, and then look what happens. Again, this is by Thursday. I'm going to monitor this spot in the Western Caribbean to see if we have signs of development. And then we're going to see a lot of rain building over toward the Gulf of Mexico. Not seeing signs of development out of that, but that is going to be something we're going to see together throughout the winter. These systems in the Gulf that will even draw fronts into the Caribbean, and some severe weather will be a potential. Today, over toward the southeastern United States, parts of Mississippi, Louisiana could see some severe weather, but it's going to be a very active pattern, Gulf of Mexico and northern Caribbean, with our El Nino as we work our way into the winter. So we've got a lot to talk about ahead. Now, as far as rain totals go today, you see this kind of purplish shading, white shading here on the edge of Puerto Rico. We could have some spots getting 3 to 4 inches of rain, or 75 millimeters to 100 millimeters of rain. That's going to be possible, so keep an eye on Puerto Rico. Not as much as we work our way from Montserrat south, just a passing shower. U.S. and British Virgin Islands, some of this could give us a quick inch of rain. That'll be a possibility, so we'll just see how those storms kind of set up. So right now, 2 names left on the list this season, Vince and Whitney, in 2 spots who are watching the Central Atlantic, and we'll see what tries to develop in the Caribbean as we go throughout the week. It's a really busy finish to what's been a very busy hurricane season. So the DR today, about a 50% chance favoring our eastern zones. As we get back toward Haiti, the rain chance fortunately has gone down. That is super helpful. Jamaica, though, you see by Wednesday, the rain chance starts to go up. Cayman Islands, same thing. We're going to watch that tropical disturbance slide through the Caribbean as we work our way into the Cayman Islands Wednesday and Thursday. That rain chance will get higher. And across Cuba, rain chance is down some, which is good because we have that flooding in eastern Cuba. Bahamas, some spotty showers possible today. About a 20% chance on the Turks and Caicos, mainly dry for tomorrow. And then you see that rain chance. Puerto Rico, it is elevated. Again, the rain storms around areas of flooding, even a few areas of gusty winds. Elevated rain chance the next couple days, especially tomorrow in the U.S. and British Virgin Islands. Trinidad and Tobago, no all-day rain event, but scattered showers and storms will be possible. About a 30% chance the next couple days in Grenada, 20% chance on Wednesday. Rain chance a little higher tomorrow, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, up to a 40% chance. A 30% chance today in Barbados and St. Lucia, an isolated shower. A little more to the south, a little more up to the north. Rain chance about 20%. 20% chance in Martinique, not as much. As we get back toward Dominica, rain chance about 20% over the next 3 days. A 20% chance as well in Guadeloupe, and a 20% chance the next 2 days in Antigua and Barbuda. Midweek, though, the rain chance starts to increase. St. Kitts and Nevis and Montserrat, rain chance will bump up tomorrow and Wednesday. And it bumps up Anguilla and St. Bart's tomorrow. We're up to a 40% chance. Rain chance 30% tomorrow and Wednesday. St. Martin, Saba, and Statia. Mainly dry today in Belize, but watching what's going on just off to the east with that new tropical disturbance. Aruba, passing shower possible. Didn't really have much yesterday. Same thing in Curacao. Could see a couple showers around. A 30% chance in Bermuda, but again, that system is leaving, so some drier weather moving in. Not a lot of action in the Yucatan. As we get back through Costa Rica, about a 70% chance today, a 60% chance tomorrow, 30% chance in northern Venezuela today, a 40% chance in Guyana. Spotty showers and even a thunderstorm possible, Guyana and Suriname, as we go over the next several days. So monitoring that area just south of Jamaica. We're going to see either way a higher chance of some rain. Rain chance is going to be bumping up throughout the day. Keep an eye on it if we do have any development watching Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Costa Rica as that moves into our direction. Dominican Republic, a drying trend. Still some scattered showers and storms today. And of course, I've been talking about Puerto Rico with some rain around for today in areas of flooding. I'm watching the Central Atlantic for a spin up that may eventually move toward the Azores and then eventually over toward Europe. It's busy. Thank you for your trust as we go throughout the rest of the hurricane season. Thank you for joining me, sharing this channel. Have a good rest of your day.